Hello again, welcome to my channel. My name's David Charles, international psychic, white witch and founder and principal of the Old England Tarot School. Today we're going to do section 2 or part 2 of the tarot course, your free tarot course based on the Old England Tarot School to diploma standard. Today we're going to move on to the Two of Wands, but first of all a quick reading for you to find out, does your lover really love you? Does your lover really love you? He or she? Do you really want to know? Well, stay tuned after this 10-second break and we'll find out. Hello again, thanks for waiting for me, and we're going to take a look now at your free reading now to see if your lover really loves you. And this is a timeless reading, which means it doesn't matter when you find this reading, it will apply to you because you're meant to find it and you'll be the one choosing one of these stacks of cards that came from this tarot deck here. I haven't seen them yet, so we don't know what's here, but we'll find out. So I need you to pick a card section 1, 2 or 3. So that's number 1, that's number 2, that's number 3. Choose one of those. You can go by your intuition, you can go by the way they look, or just the feelings you get. 1, 2 or 3, okay? So for those of you who pick number 1, we'll take a look and see what transpires and see if your lover really loves you. Put these over there a little bit. So, okay. Very interesting. If you can see these cards, I'm not sure, but it doesn't matter because there's a lot going on with you, number 1. For a start off, you may have met or you may meet your lover through your work situation. And that's not a bad thing because sometimes that doesn't really work. However, I believe this person is or will be soon very much in love with you. But there is a but. It's not a question really of whether this person is in love with you or not. It's a question for you whether you can return the love, because you have your doubts. I think you want to love this person. So we've turned the reading backwards really, because I do believe the person loves you straight away, and that doesn't usually come through straight away. But I believe that you are having doubts about this person, and you're having doubts about your own feelings, almost certainly, because you've been hurt in the past. And who hasn't really, but it looks as though you have. I think there are other people after this person, man or woman. You're not the only one. So if you're not careful, you could lose your chance with this person. You may have known him or her for years, but you're coming to a position now where you could lose this person. And I do see one of you linked to a uniform. It could be a soldier, it could be a bus conductor, but there's a uniform involved. And it may be yours or it may be his or hers. But there's something missing. There's a hunger, which often comes with the Two of Wands. There's a hunger unsatisfied. And although you have the skill to keep this person, and you have the skill and the ability to keep this person because you're quite special, you're doubting yourself, and it looks as though, unfortunately, you may lose this person. So you need to make a decision soon. Don't be pushed into it by this reading, but make a decision soon yourself, not from what you hear today here in this reading, because this person has other interests. I think when they are in love with you, it will become something really deep and special, but you need to return it if you want to. So if I were you, I'd play it by ear for a while, don't do anything rash, and see how it goes, because there's something missing from this person that you're not sure about. It may be that you feel is hiding something, he or she. I don't believe that's the case. I think the person is quite loyal. And if you want this person, although they have many admirers, you will be victorious and you will get this person and keep him or her if you want to. If not, if you dither around for too long, I'm afraid you'll lose each other. So take heed. You're in control of this, and you have the power, if that's the right word, to gain influence over this man or lady. And I do believe they're free as well, because a lot of these readings, you pick up that you may be seeing someone who's married, and it may happen in one of these other readings, but I do believe this person is free. I don't think they've always been free, but they're free now to love you. They just wait now for you to love them in return. I see prams and pushchairs as well in this reading. I'm sure you'll know what that's about. And I see a teenage child as well, if you call it a child, a young teenager. And that could be very influential in this thing for you. So don't lose the person if you want them. Make a decision soon. I wouldn't leave it too long. But if you decide to let them go, then do it. Don't dither around. Don't force them to go, and don't hurt them. Please don't hurt them, but allow them to go if they want to. Okay, number one. It looks pretty good. I think it's all down to you now. Up to you, I should say. Let's take a look now at number two. So if you chose number two, this one is for you. Let's have a look. Ah, dear, dear, dear. This gets very interesting indeed. You have, a lot of you, not all of you, have a romance that's fairly new. And if you haven't, then a new romance is predicted for you too. However, the person you're meeting, if you don't know them already, you may already know them. If you do, I believe they're hard work. I believe the romance is hard work. I believe you're making it worse than it is. There may be quarrels, there may be arguments over silly things, and when you come together the following day, you can't even remember what you were arguing about. There is, though, with your lover or your person that you're concerned about, a lot of secrecy. There's a lot of secrecy around you. A lot of secrecy from this person. If it's a man or woman, I believe they're hiding something, not in a bad way, they may just not want to hurt your feelings. But there is secrecy in this reading. I think there's a little bit of aggression as well, a bit of naughtiness. Somebody can be quite bad-tempered, it may be you. But it's possible that it's the lover. It's one of you has a bit of a temper, one of you is a little bit opinionated, and one of you is a bit irritating. So you're probably winding each other up a bit, actually, it's part of the time. And for no apparent reason. Well, there is secrecy, as I said, so that could be a reason. I think you're not seeing the wood for the trees. The problem with this one, number two, is that I pick up a third party here. This is indicated by this. The spirit world have given you this card because they're warning you. There's three people in this romance. Maybe not now, but it's predicted. And I'm looking really a month or two away now, so this will cover the next couple of months. The person can be arrogant, or you can, one of you, I'm not sure which. I think the person is secretive, and I believe that it's making you the same. So you're dithering around each other, keeping things from each other. But if you want to, you can make this into a rich romance, if you want to. I believe that you both need something like jump leads when your battery's flat. You need charging up a bit, you need a boost. Possibly the best way to do that is to have a little break from each other. A little break, and so you don't become too accustomed to each other. You may get a bit fed up with each other, especially at the moment. But look out for secrecy. Don't be too worried. As I said, it may be that the person is keeping secrets because they don't want to hurt your feelings. But there is secrecy. I'm not saying there is lies. Secrecy and lies are not quite the same thing. I think there's aggression. I think that one of you is opinionated. One of you is tending to rush into things without thinking about it. I don't think you're seeing the full picture. I think you're hiding things. Maybe you're blindfolding yourself because you don't want to see things. Watch out for interference. This could be another woman or another man. It could be his mother or her mother or father. It could be that the family don't appreciate you. Sometimes you get that in religious problems, that different religions don't seem to hit it off. But there are undercurrents of third parties involved in this, number two, so watch it. But I think the person is yours if you're prepared to give and take. I don't think the person's in love with you yet, sorry to say. And that's what this reading's about. Do they really love you? I think if you want this person to love you, you're going to have to earn it. I think you're going to have to calm down and just take things in a more relaxed way. Take things slowly. If you have to, have a break from each other for a week or two, no, maybe a few days. And you'll know then, as they say, absence makes the heart grow fonder. So the question is, does this person really love you? I don't think they do yet. We'll have to wait and see if they're going to in the future. It depends on your behaviour as well. You're not really sweet and innocent all the time. Anyway, let's have a look at number 3. A special welcome to you out there if you're watching this all on your own, if you're lonely. A special welcome, hello to you. Please consider subscribing to my channel by clicking the subscribe button. Please click the like button and the little bell icon. If you click the bell icon, you'll be notified every time I release a new video. And we're going through the Old England Tarot School course, which is a card each time. We're doing the 2 of Wands today. We're going to go all through the Wands and then the other suits and then the major arcana with some sample spreads. By the end of this course, you'll know the tarot cards inside out, back to front, and all over the place. You'll learn things about the tarot from this course that you've never heard before, things you cannot learn in books. And although I can't tell you everything in these short videos, the course will be available in print for you at the end, and it's very, very intense. As I said, it was designed as a diploma course, designed by the lady behind me and myself about 24, 25 years ago. Let's take a look at number 3. If you chose number 3, this one's for you. Does your lover really love you? Right, somebody's pregnant, aren't they? Could it be you, I wonder? Or could it be your girlfriend if you're a chap? Somebody's pregnant. I think one of you is dealing with officialdom, possibly the taxman or solicitors, that sort of thing. Let me tell you the bad things about this romance. Number 3, there are signs of indecisiveness, okay? A little bit like number 2. You're both a bit indecisive and you're both trying to do 2 things at once. And that can mean that you're both trying to love 2 people at once. And of course you won't do that, not properly anyway. You can love 2 people, but you'll always love one more than the other. That's my belief. One will be a more true love than the other one. You can love people who are sisters and brothers, of course. But there's officialdom in this, so one of you, I think, works or is involved in official stuff. As I say, it could be the taxman, it could be official paperwork. Authority, that's the word I'm looking for. There is deceit in this reading. Now, the other reading I just did showed secrecy. This reading shows deceit, okay, trickery. So the man or woman you're in love with or you're asking about or seeking information about may be a bit tricky, maybe a bit of a rogue, and maybe sometimes a bit up to no good. Doesn't mean they're really naughty or really bad, but they can be a bit tricky. I believe that one of you is pregnant or will be soon. Now that's a revelation, isn't it? I believe that you will have to make decisions together because you're both all over the place. And I believe that the spirit world are giving me messages that they will give you what you want, number 3. So whatever you choose to do or have with this romance, you'll be given. So I'm ducking out really whether the person loves you or not, because I think the spirit world is saying that they will if you want them to. And I do believe you want them to, especially if you're pregnant at the moment with this person. But it looks as though you're going to get what you deserve. Watch out for deceit, watch out for trickery. If it's not from this lover or your boyfriend or girlfriend, it's someone close by who could be winding things up. And it's a bit naughty, to be honest. But I think your wishes will come true with this romance. I think you'll get what you want in the end. I think the spirit world will give you, they're saying to me, they will give you what you want. Do you want this person? Really? Ask yourself. If you do, then you'll get him or her. And I'm looking again about a month or 2 ahead here. So these things are still to come. And you need to stop trying to be in 2 places at once. Stop trying to love 2 people at once. And of course that can mean that some of you are married or already taken. So you've got to think what you're doing, because if you hurt somebody, you'll get the karma. Believe me, you will get the karma. If you hurt somebody, you'll pay. Maybe not yet, but we all pay. Whatever you give out, you get back. People don't believe it, but it's true. It's like a shop. You go in, you take something out, you've got to give them something back. And that's what karma is. Watch out for pregnancy if you're not already. As I said, one of your beliefs is in officialdom or dealing with officialdom. So watch out for parking tickets and that sort of thing. Watch out for trickery, deceit, and someone deceiving you, telling lies. And I think that your spirits are saying to me that they will give you this person if you want them. Make sure you know, think about it, what you're doing. If you want them, they are yours. Thank you. Thank you for listening to this, and hope you found that interesting, 1, 2 and 3. And in a few moments, we're going to start the second part of the tarot course with the Two of Wands, and I'll be back with that for you in just a few seconds after this short little break. See you in a second. Bye. Hello again, thank you for being patient. We're going to now look at the Two of Wands, which is this card here, you can probably see in front of you. This is the meaning of the Two of Wands. I can't tell you all of it because it's pages of it, but the basic meanings, and I'll be using notes like all the top politicians do, otherwise I'll forget something and wish I'd told you when I watched the video back. Excuse my glasses, but the Two of Wands, well, really, it stands for courage, strength and leadership. Of course it can mean partnerships, that's why it's a 2, because it's a 2. But it's authority that you've earned. If you have authority, you may have high ideals as well, and it looks like you're going to be appreciated by other people. As with all tarot cards, they mean very little all on their own, but generally speaking, this is the basis of this card, but it will depend on what surrounds it in the different spreads that you see. It can mean promotion for you, but it can also mean possible joint ventures and partnerships. These can be marriage partnership, but it's usually related to your earthly life, the way you earn your living. That's what the wands signify. Of course, the wands in an ordinary deck of cards are the clubs. So, success is coming to you through courage, but through hard work. If promotions are coming, which they may be, you can enjoy promotions, but you have to remember that if you get promoted after seeing this card, it will bring more responsibility, so you don't want to be overdoing it. So promotions come with higher positions but much more responsibility. If you're going into a partnership, it's fantastic, but partnerships are notoriously difficult. So if you go into a partnership with somebody, career-wise, a business or something like that, you need to make sure that you're not taken over or dominated. Don't go the other way either. It needs to be a very balanced thing, and they're very difficult to achieve, as you may well know. There's an uneasy feeling that comes with this card sometimes. It's a feeling like you've not achieved, you've got hungers that haven't been satisfied. You haven't achieved all that you feel you should. And that's not always the case. You probably have, but you feel as though you haven't. You feel as though, is that it? Is that all there is to it? Especially career-wise. But don't worry about that too much. You've probably done a lot more than you think you have. Sit down one day and think over what you have achieved in your life so far, because there's a lot more to do. But remember, nothing in this world comes for nothing, so you have to work at it. There's some few key words with the Two of Wands. Having personal power is one of them. So you can command attention and you can command respect. So this card is very powerful, really. The meanings are very powerful as well. You've got really, the whole world is in your hands. It's up to you what you do with it. So don't mess it up. That's what it's saying. Don't start thinking there's something missing. Just go with the flow, especially when it's coming to businesses or partnerships or your work. That's what it's mainly about. It means that you can sway people into your way of thinking if you're careful, and you can get, well, they'll appreciate what your goals are, and they'll help you to do it if you're careful. So the Two of Wands, it's got an uneasy feeling with it, that you may feel you're not doing enough, but I believe that you are. The spirit world will tell you that you are as well. So don't take it don't fear this card. And if you have to do things that you're frightened of, in your workplace, face them full on. Go in there with courage, because you have courage, especially with your earthly life. As I said, not so much the love life and the money and all the other cards, but the two of wands, all the wands are really about your earthly life, the down to earth kind of stuff, the earth plane. So it appears that you'll be doing your own thing, your own way, doing things that other people have never done. So you're good at that sort of thing as well. And you're, well, standing out from the crowd. You're going a different way from the crowd. You're not doing what everyone else does. You've got your own independent thoughts, your own independent views. Now, if this card is upside down, or they say reversed, some psychics do reversed readings, some people don't. If the card's reversed, then there's caution, because it means you've got to expect the unexpected. It can mean that your personal dreams and hopes can be dissuaded by other people. So people can put you down if you're not careful, if the card is upside down or reversed. So it can be an anxious time if you get this card the wrong way around, and that can be at work and in your personal life as well. But generally speaking, the Two of Wands is good for your career, but don't let yourself be pulled all over the place in all different directions by other people's influences. The tarot course from the Old England school, as I mentioned, was designed by Leslie behind me and myself about 24 or 25 years ago, and we did correspondence courses to diploma standard. So although there won't be a diploma with this course, it will be a diploma standard course, and the whole lot, I hope, will be available on paper, because it's very, very intense, sometime towards the end of this course, because we're going to go through all these cards, and there's 78 of them, so keep watching. Please subscribe to my channel. Please click the like button and the little bell icon, then you'll get notified every time I upload another video. And the next video will include lessons on the Three of Clubs. So very interesting card, you'll like that one. And I think you'll like the tarot, stick with it. As I mentioned in the other videos, you'll love the tarot. It will be your companion, it will be your guide, it will inspire you, and it will give you the power or the ability to help people, your friends, family and strangers. So one more thing before I go. If you have a set of cards, and I hope they're the Rider-Waite, this is the best one to learn from, Rider-Waite, write that down. If you've got some cards, take the Two of Wands now, and tonight when you go to bed, put it on the side of the bed, on the bedside table, prop it up like that if you want to, and have a look at it before you go to bed. Remember what I've told you about it, and it will inspire you, and your sleeping time will help you learn it. And I want you to do that with all the cards as we progress through this course. Very intense course. When this course is over, you'll learn things about the tarot that you can't learn anywhere else, not on any other courses or any of the books you buy. This course is possibly the best you can get. So thank you for watching me, and I'll see you next time. And especially those of you who are all on your own, special goodbye to you. Take care, and I'll catch you later. Bye bye.